Cruise boarding bumped. 11 costly mistakes to avoid. You're all set for your dream cruise, then suddenly, you're denied boarding. It's happening more than ever in 2025, and the cost? Thousands of dollars lost. But most of it comes down to avoidable mistakes. Stay with me, because I'm about to share 11 costly errors that could ruin your cruise before it even begins. Mistake number 1. Not checking your passport and visa requirements. It might sound like a no-brainer, but failing to double-check your passport and visa requirements is one of the biggest reasons cruisers get bumped at the last minute. Your passport isn't just a ticket. It's your key to every country on your itinerary, and if it's expired or doesn't meet the specific entry requirements of any port, you could be turned away without warning. Visa rules are even trickier. Some countries have recently tightened or changed their visa policies, and what worked on your last cruise might not apply now. For example, political changes or new travel restrictions can lead to sudden visa demands or additional paperwork. Many cruisers don't realize that some destinations require visas even for short stops or have strict timing rules on passport validity, often 6 months beyond your return date. Missing these details means risking denial at the dock, wasting money, and losing precious vacation time. The worst part? These mistakes are 100% avoidable if you take the time to verify all travel documents well ahead of your cruise day. So don't wait until the last minute. Make it a habit to check official government and cruise line sites before you pack. And while paperwork is crucial, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Other sneaky pitfalls can also derail your boarding. Mistake number 2, arriving late to the terminal. Timing is everything when it comes to cruise boarding, and showing up late is a surprisingly common reason people get bumped. Cruise lines set strict check-in windows, and missing those by even a few minutes can mean you lose your spot. Unlike airports, cruise terminals don't always have flexibility. Once the ship's doors close, they close for good. There are countless stories of travelers stuck in traffic, delayed by security lines, or simply misjudging how long check-in takes, only to arrive just after the cutoff. In 2025, with tighter security and health screenings still in place, boarding windows can be even shorter than before. Arriving early isn't just smart, it's necessary. Plan extra time for parking, shuttle rides, and security checks. Keep in mind that cruise terminals often recommend arriving 2 to 3 hours before departure, especially on busy embarkation days. Getting this wrong can mean missing your entire trip and losing thousands, so don't take chances with your timing. But the challenges don't stop when you get inside. What you bring with you could also cost you your cruise. Mistake number 3, improper or overweight luggage. You might think luggage rules are straightforward, but improper or overweight bags are a major reason cruisers get held up, or worse, bumped, at the terminal. Cruise lines enforce strict limits on how much you can bring, both for your checked suitcases and carry-ons. In 2025, many companies have tightened these restrictions even further to streamline boarding and keep everyone safe. If your bags are over the weight limit, you could be forced to repack right there, pay extra fees, or worse, miss your boarding window altogether as the lines move quickly. Oversized luggage can also cause problems, as ships have limited storage space and strict fire safety regulations. Beyond size and weight, certain items in your luggage might be banned or need to be declared, which can lead to delays or denied boarding if you're not careful. Some cruisers have even lost their trips because of misunderstandings about luggage rules. The key here is preparation. Check your cruise line's baggage policies carefully. Weigh your bags before you leave and pack smart. Remember, your luggage isn't just stuff. It can be the difference between stepping on board or being left on the dock. And while your checked bags are important, what you bring onto the ship with you is just as critical. Mistake number 4, bringing prohibited items. What's inside your bags can be just as dangerous to your cruise plans as how much you pack. Many cruisers get caught off guard by the growing list of prohibited items that can cause serious problems at security, sometimes even resulting in being denied boarding. Alcohol limits are stricter than ever, with most cruise lines allowing only a small amount or none at all. Bringing weapons, even small pocket knives or certain tools, can get you stopped immediately. Drones, which have become popular for capturing cruise adventures, are now banned or heavily restricted on many ships, especially after recent incidents. Even certain foods or liquids might be prohibited for safety or customs reasons. The rules vary by cruise line and itinerary, and they've tightened significantly in 2025, so assuming you can bring what you want is a costly gamble. If you don't declare or try to sneak banned items on board, you risk delays, fines, or losing your spot on the ship altogether. The safest bet? Review the latest prohibited items list from your cruise line and pack accordingly. This isn't just about avoiding trouble, it's about making sure you don't miss your trip entirely. And speaking of surprises at the dock, your health disclosures and medications are the next big factor. Mistake number 5. Not disclosing medical conditions or medications properly. Health is a critical factor that many cruisers overlook until it's too late. Cruise lines require you to disclose certain medical conditions and medications before boarding, and failing to do so can cost you your trip. With ongoing health screenings and stricter protocols in 2025, this has become even more important. If you don't provide proper documentation or fail to declare prescription medications, you risk being denied boarding for safety reasons. Some cruisers bring medications without doctor's notes or don't follow guidelines for controlled substances, triggering red flags at security. Additionally, undisclosed health issues can cause problems during the cruise, including denied boarding or early disembarkation. COVID-19 precautions still play a role, with some lines requiring recent test results or vaccination proof. Being upfront and prepared not only protects your health, but also ensures the cruise line can accommodate your needs properly. Make sure you read all medical disclosure forms carefully, consult your doctor well in advance, and carry all necessary paperwork when you sail. Getting this wrong can cost you much more than money. It can ruin your entire vacation. Next up, payment issues that quietly derail many cruises. Mistake number 6. Issues with payment or credit card holds. Money problems might not be the first thing on your mind when packing for a cruise, but payment issues are a surprisingly common reason travelers get bumped at the last minute. Cruise lines often place temporary holds on your credit card before boarding to cover onboard expenses, deposits, or incidentals. If your card is declined or the hold causes your available credit to drop below the required limit, the cruise line can deny your boarding. In 2025, with more digital transactions and tighter security, these holds and pre-authorizations have become stricter and faster. Sometimes, cruisers don't realize their bank flagged the transaction as suspicious or their card expired, leading to unexpected declines right before embarkation. Others might have insufficient funds because of these holds or simultaneous charges. The result? Thousands of dollars lost and a missed cruise. To avoid this nightmare, confirm your payment methods well before the sail date, alert your bank about upcoming charges, and keep a backup card handy. Payment problems aren't always obvious until it's too late, and they can cost you your whole trip. But payment isn't the only hurdle. Overbooking is the next hidden threat. Mistake number 7. Overbooking and how cruise lines handle it. Overbooking might sound like an airline problem, but it's a growing issue on cruise ships too, and it's a major reason some travelers get bumped despite having confirmed reservations. Cruise lines often sell more tickets than available cabins to avoid empty rooms due to last-minute cancellations or no-shows. While this strategy helps them maximize profits, it puts cruisers at risk of being denied boarding if too many passengers show up. In 2025, with travel bouncing back strong, overbooking cases have increased, catching many by surprise. The good news? Cruise lines usually offer compensation, upgrades, or rebooking options for bumped passengers, but it's not a guarantee. To protect yourself, always check your reservation status, stay in close contact with the cruise line before sailing, and consider early check-in if possible. Being proactive can reduce your chances of being on the unlucky side of overbooking. But even if you're safe from overbooking, there's another critical factor that can make or break your cruise plans: travel insurance and paperwork. Mistake number 8. Not having proper travel insurance or documentation. Travel insurance might seem like extra hassle or expense, but skipping it, or misunderstanding what it covers, is a costly mistake many cruisers regret. In 2025, cruise lines and travel experts stress the importance of insurance more than ever, especially with unpredictable weather, health issues, or travel disruptions still common. Without the right coverage, if you have to cancel, delay, or get bumped, you might lose thousands with no way to get it back. Some policies also require specific documentation or proof of cancellation reasons to qualify for reimbursement, and missing these details can mean denied claims. It's not just about buying insurance, but about understanding it fully, knowing what's covered, what isn't, and how to file a claim quickly. Additionally, some cruise lines now require proof of insurance before boarding, so lacking proper documentation can cost you your spot. Taking the time to research and buy the right plan ahead of time protects your wallet and your peace of mind. And while insurance guards your money, your outfit might guard your boarding privileges. Mistake number 9. Dressing inappropriately or violating dress codes. It might sound surprising, but what you wear to the cruise terminal can actually affect whether you board or not. Many cruise lines have specific dress codes or guidelines that extend even to embarkation day, especially on luxury or specialty cruises. Wearing offensive graphics, inappropriate clothing, or even attire that violates safety rules, like flip-flops during certain boarding procedures, can cause delays or get you denied entry. In 2025, with heightened security and health measures, some lines have tightened their rules around personal protective equipment and attire. Additionally, certain ports have cultural expectations that passengers are expected to respect right from the start. Ignoring these guidelines can lead to uncomfortable confrontations or, worse, missing your cruise altogether. Always check your cruise line's dress code policies before you pack your bags, and when in doubt, opt for neat, comfortable, and respectful clothing. But your outfit isn't the only set of rules you need to follow. Understanding the fine print in cruise policies could save you from a major headache. Mistake number 10. Misunderstanding cruise line policies and rules. Every cruise line has its own set of policies, and not knowing the details can cost you dearly. From cancellation terms to boarding requirements, smoking rules to onboard behavior, these policies have quietly shifted in 2025, sometimes without much fanfare. Many cruisers assume all lines operate the same way, but even small differences can lead to surprises at check-in or on board. For example, some lines now require early online check-in or digital health forms submitted days before sailing, and missing these deadlines means no boarding. Others have new rules about COVID testing, documentation, or age restrictions for certain areas. Not reading or understanding these policies can leave you stuck in limbo at the terminal, unable to board despite having a ticket. The key is to thoroughly review your cruise line's current rules and stay updated on any changes right up to your departure. Knowing the fine print isn't just smart, it's essential. But even the best preparation can fail if you miss one last critical step. Mistake number 11. Failing to respond to cruise line communications. One of the sneakiest reasons travelers get bumped is simply ignoring or missing important messages from their cruise line. Whether it's emails, texts, or phone calls, cruise lines often send critical updates about boarding times, documentation requirements, health screenings, or last-minute changes. In 2025, with tighter protocols and fast-moving situations, missing these communications can mean missing deadlines or required actions, leading to denied boarding. Some cruisers overlook spam filters or forget to check the email address they booked with, while others delay responding, thinking it's not urgent. The truth is, staying on top of all cruise line communications is vital to keeping your spot. If you don't reply or follow instructions promptly, the line may assume you're a no-show and give your cabin to someone else. To avoid this, monitor your messages closely, set reminders, and confirm your attendance as soon as requested. This simple step can save your entire trip.